All right, so we are on the other side of our Grinch page. We're still talking about factoring and expression. I thought it might help to start with things and break it down piece by piece. So let's say we have the expression 14g plus 38. No, I don't want to do that. 48. 14g plus 48. All right. This is the presents under the Christmas tree, right? This is something before the Grinch has gotten to it. This is like after Santa has come. Okay? So first of all, the Grinch sneaks in and he's scoping around to see how much can he take. And so he's looking at factors of 14g and factors of 48 because he's got to steal equally. Because that's a very important part of the Grinch. He's a stealer, but he's fair. All right, so let's think about factors of 14g. Now you might be saying, how would I know what the factors of 14g are? I don't know. Well, they're all the factors of 14 and then g. So 1, 2, 7, 14, and g are factors of 14g. And the factors of 48, this is where your factor table might come in handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I'm pretty sure, 24, 48, not G, right? G is not attached to that, okay? So the greedy Grinch looks around and says, ooh, well, it's not a lot, but I can take 2 from both of these terms. So he is going to divide out 2. So he starts with 14g, and he's going to divide out 2. And he's going to start with 48. And he's also going to divide out 2 because he is a fair guy. All right, 14g divided by 2 leaves 7g. And 48 divided by 2 leaves 24. And we have to stick out here what the Grinch got. So here we have our Grinchified expression. Where we pulled out the greatest common factor that these two things had. Now, do you remember when I said the Grinch is a great mascot because he's the opposite of Santa, right? This is perfectly ready for what Santa does now. What we learned over here, that Santa takes what's outside of the parentheses and multiplies it by what's in the parentheses. That's what the Grinch does. Or that's what you could do after you're done with the Grinch. You can take what's outside and multiply it in. So you might be wondering, what was the point of that? Well, sometimes for what we're doing, we want to be able to work with the numbers like this. We're given them like this, and it would be easier for us to work with them if we could pull out the factors. In that case, we want to Grinchify. Other times, we start with something like this, and it would be easier for us to work with if we distributed it so that there were no more parentheses. Sometimes we don't want parentheses, sometimes we do want parentheses. But now you know how to distribute the distributive property of multiplication and its evil twin, factoring an expression.